on Lord Jagannath, who, who was adorned with splendid garments, ornaments, and garlands, whose eyes and heart were filled with happiness, who gracefully sat on his throne, who enjoyed many offerings on delicious foods, who lovingly glanced at they who were bowing before him, dancing, reciting prayers, playing musical instruments, and singing, and who was the abode of great glories, I suddenly fainted and fell to the ground. Regaining consciousness, opening my eyes, and gazing into the Lord's eyes, I became like a madman. I suddenly ran to embrace the Lord. Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Yes, please. Somebody else can. And this is so beautiful. The devotee. This reminds us of Dhruva Maharaj too. It looks like this is what happens when a devotee gets darshan of the Lord. This is the first. This is a common initial thing that has happened with all the devotees that we are reading from Bhagavatam and from this description is their eyes well with water, so they will not be able to have their darshan of the Lord, because constantly tears just well up in their eyes. And Dhruva Maharaj, I remember Dhruva Maharaj, he says, Bhagavatam describes that he wanted to drink the lotus feet of the Lord. Dhruva Maharaj wanted to drink and wanted to embrace the lotus feet of the Lord. So here also the description is Krishna, all attractive, so attractive. It looks like soon after darshan, the devotees forget any formalities that he is Bhagavan and all that. He is so attractive that the devotees, they just want to embrace him. Dhruva Maharaj also felt the same. And here it's the same description. I remember one of the sadhus saying that when Krishna gives us darshan, it makes us forget everything, and we will run behind him. That happens naturally, automatically. So in that process, the devotee forgets so much that they forget that they have a body too. That is in the stages, in the stages of bhava, like that. That's the darshan of the Lord. Yes, please, somebody, please continue. Thank you.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Hare. Pranam, Sri.
I called out, I can see the Lord. I called out, I can see the Lord. I so long yearned to see. My life is success. My life is success. I have my Lord, the Lord of universes. Striking me with sticks, the guard stopped me. Thoughtful and ashamed, I went outside, and there I received Mahaprasadam. O Brahmana, after eating the prasadam, I again entered the Lord's temple. There I saw many blissful wonders. My mind cannot measure it. How can my mouth speak of it? There I spent the entire day filled with bliss. At night, there was a great festival of decorations and a great festival of flowers offered in folded hands. Then I left the temple. Enjoying newer and newer festivals in the devotees' company, I was not aware how the time was passing. It was as if the grief of separation from Vrajabhumi had gone away. I heard of in many accounts, and I also saw directly Lord Jagannath's great mercy to his servants. Nothing other than gazing at Lord Jagannath pleased me. Even my desire to hear the Puranas' description of the Lord's glories left me. Sometimes I would suffer in body or mind, but when I saw the lotus-eyed Lord, my sufferings were at once destroyed. Hare Krishna Mataji, I'll pause here.
Thank you. Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Hari Hari. Somebody else did it. That's so beautiful, right? Sometimes there's suffering in the body and mind, but when I glanced at the lotus-eyed Lord, the sufferings disappeared. For me, it is little distant for me, even to comment on that. The sufferings would disappear when I'm reminded of the great fortune that is bestowed upon me by Sri Guru. So that thought, that can perk me up and pick me up. Yeah, and that can remove the suffering. After all, there is no difference between Bhagwan and Acharya Bhagwan, but Acharya Bhagwan is more proximal to the jiva. So yes, even that has the strength, the power to relieve the suffering. Relieve the suffering of the mind for sure, and whatever pain is there in the body, then that does not bother us. Just that thought, oh, Krishna Kripa Sri Murti gave this shelter. Just that thought, that can relieve the suffering. Yes, Prasado, Bhagavat Prasada. Yes, please, somebody else. Please continue.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Yeah, yes, ma'am.
But I thought I have attained the goal of my chanting. For many days, I lived there very happily. Then I began to yearn to do some confidential service for the Lord. That desire brought me great anxiety. When during great festivals, that country's king, who was a great servant of the Lord, came to see the Lord's glorious face, he brought many saintly visitors and filled the gardens. Then poor people like myself were no longer able to see the Lord whenever we wished. Srila Sanatana Goswami explains that the most important of these festivals was Radayatra. Some men may protest that this action is not proper for a saintly king. The answer is given that the king brought with him many saintly persons eager to see Lord Jagannath. The gardens were filled with the horses and other animals of the king's entourage. One day, when for this reason I felt sick at heart, I saw my Guru, who was overcome with love as he stood before Lord Jagannath. Srila Sanatana Goswami explains that this was the Guru who first gave him his mantra in Vrindavan. He was not able to speak. My heart attracted by Lord Jagannath's face, I did not see when he went somewhere else. Srila Sanatana Goswami explains the Guru could not speak because he was overcome with love. Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Yeah, I think we will pause here today. Yeah. Yes, dear devotees, anything that you want to comment before we discuss? Mm. You only see Bhagavan through the eyes of a Premi Bhakta because they have love for Bhagavan. So when we look through their eyes, through their words, then we get the darshan of Bhagavan. Otherwise, what darshan can I get with my mind? With this mind, this limited self. But yes, darshan of Bhagavan is available through the words and the loving glances of the sadhu who is full of love of God. See, we might be having darshan of the lordships on the altar, huh? But imagine, dear devotees, looking at Srila Prabhupada's picture, one of those pictures, images. When Srila Prabhupada's eyes really wells up with what, with the tears, and he has this feeling for Krishna, when we look at Srila Prabhupada with that expression in his eyes of what Srila Prabhupada has for Krishna, his bhava for Krishna, there we can get darshan of Krishna better. Otherwise, what darshan can I get on the altar? The deities are there standing mercifully. So like that, it's through the heart and words of the purified devotees. We will have darshan of Bhagwan, impact of Bhagwan, like that. Yes, dear devotees, if nothing else from you, then we can pass here.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Please accept my pranams,
Yeah,
Mataji.
pranams to you too, please.
Mataji, I was just thinking when you said, the shelter that Guru has given.
Yeah.
That to understand that is one shelter also takes quite some time, I have seen, to even get a little glimpse of it, forget the full, that itself takes many years. So I'm just wondering, Mataji, then, for when you're not having that kind of, faith, and what you have received is, just so valuable.
Yeah.
So valuable. It has everything, but you've not reached that. You have still maybe theoretical understanding. Sometimes understanding is not there. Till that person even gets to that place, while before that, what is something that they can hold on to that, they
Whatever
feel.
naturally that comes from within, that encourages them, gives them solace. Whatever naturally that comes.
Yeah.
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 Until it, whatever naturally that comes there, Mataji, because they all go together. This feeling of feeling shelter, the gratitude, everything that is equivalent to our quality of japa, equivalent to our state of consciousness, equivalent to our state in the journey of bhakti. So like that, all these things, they naturally happen. So they're all together, the wanting to chant and feeling gratitude and feeling so sorry that offending has happened. All of them, they're more like a together thing. They just happen together.
Right.
So until then, we just do. Until then, Mataji, even just getting together, hearing about this, just holding the beats. Quality of chanting is far, but there is a place for gratitude and there's a reason for gratitude at any point in journey. So even holding the beats, thank you, Krishna. At this time, I'm not feeling gratitude naturally. There is no quality in chanting. All that is there. But Krishna, thank you for letting me hold the beads.
Mm. Mm.
And a few days ago, I didn't even feel like holding the beads. Now I'm at least holding the beads. So thank you for this mercy. So finding a reason to say thank you.
Mm.
Yeah. Whatever naturally comes from within, thanking for that, thanking for that, thanking for that. Time and again. Yes, Mataji.
Mm. Thank you, Mother.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yes, please. Okay, dear devotees. Yeah, we'll pause here and we'll meet again tomorrow. Thank you for all of your association. And Madhvi Sundari Mataji and Annapayani Mataji also. She was there too. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. To you all, to dear devotees. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha Rasakrid Mataji to you. Kripa sindhubhyo cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavibhyo namo namaha. Vaishnava Thakur ki Jaya, Srila Prabhupada ki Jaya, Samavita Bhakta Vrinda ki Jaya. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji.